Hello everybody, this is Sheila Aliens, and today is November 4th, 2011. A couple of things I need to go over are YU55 asteroid and the EAS alert system test that they're going to be running on the 9th. I'm not saying those two are connected at all, but everybody else is connecting them all over the internet. And I might as well just kill two birds with one stone in this video. The EAS has been shortened to 30 seconds from 3.5 minutes. This is going to take place November 9th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 30 seconds over radio and television airwaves. It's a little weird that this is happening right as the asteroid YU55 is going to make its closest pass to Earth since the 70s. But do I think that the asteroid is going to hit Earth? No. I don't think so. I hope not. But I wonder if maybe the powers that be are kind of scared that it might. So right now, here in Arizona, in Phoenix, they are having a statewide Vigilant Guard exercise, November 3rd through the 6th. And a lot of different states are having different disaster drills right now, ranging from flooding, plane disasters, tornado, nuclear, all kinds of disaster drills happening all around the country at the moment. Also, on the 9th through the 10th of November, they're having Pacific-wide tsunami warning and communication exercise. Creepy, right? Yeah. If you live on the coast, you might want to look into that further for your area. So yesterday, there was a live chat with Don Yeomans and Scott Fisher from NASA. If you're into NASA and keeping track of all the stuff they're up to, then you're familiar with Don Yeomans. And I don't think I particularly care for the dude, and he's always just telling everybody everything's fine, go back to sleep, blah blah blah. But it turns out he was right about Elenin, obviously, so he has a better track record than most of the people out there telling you to be scared. I'm not going to tell you to believe what he says, that's up to you. But this is their official word for what they were saying during this live chat that took place yesterday, and anybody was allowed to go in there. And I did, I checked it out, and I took some screenshots, and here's what was said.
This is particularly exciting since it is the first time since 1976 that an object of this size has passed this closely to the Earth. It gives us a great and rare chance to study a near-Earth object like this. In fact, we have several telescopes set up and ready to observe this event already. The orbit of asteroid 2005 YU55 is very well known because of previous optical and radar observations, so there is no chance that this object will collide with the Earth or Moon. It turns out that YU55 is going to be pretty faint when it flies by. It will not be visible to the naked eye. You will need a telescope that has a mirror at least 6 inches in size to see it. To make it even more difficult to observe, it will be moving very quickly across the sky as it passes. The diameter of this asteroid is about 400 meters, which was determined from 2010 radar observations. This object will not enter the Earth's atmosphere. There is no reason to worry about YU55 getting caught up in the gravity of the Earth. Through our observations of the object, we know that there is no chance of it impacting either the Earth or the Moon for at least the next 100 years. Radar observation of this asteroid in 2010 showed it to be roughly spherical, and while not many near-Earth asteroids are spherical, there are others that are spherical as well. There is no connection between the tsunami drill and the YU55 flyby. My understanding is that the large-scale nature of the tsunami drill is likely due to the fact that the Earth, has experienced 2 very large tsunami events in the last 5 years or so. We, the human race, are starting to recognize that we need to be prepared for these events. The large-scale drill is a way that we are starting to prepare. It turns out that YU55 will be observable from the northern hemisphere. In fact, the radar telescopes that are going to observe the flyby are in North America. The best time to observe it would be in the early evening on November the 8th from the east coast of the US. However, it is going to be very faint, even at its closest approach. you will need a decent-sized telescope to be able to actually see the object as it flies by. YU55 is moving pretty quickly, and I do not believe that Soho has any means of tracking it as it flies by. However, as I mentioned above, we will be making lots of observations from other telescopes during the event. The closest approach will occur on November the 8th at 23:28 Greenwich time, and the close approach distance will be about 201,000 miles. We believe that a close pass like this one happens every few decades, so once every 30 years or so. We firmly believe that these sorts of events have been happening for most of the lifetime of the Earth, about 4.5 billion years. So, it turns out that YU55 is way too small to have any effect on our tides, or earthquakes, or anything like that.
So that's some of what was said during that live chat, and I will copy and paste the text from the chat in the information to this video for you to read. Somebody had asked him if it was normal for this object to be so round, and it is round looking in the one picture that they have out there. And I'm gonna keep an eye out for new video and pictures of this thing, because you would think that there would be more by now. But it looks really just round, like polished almost. It's really strange. There's a shadow blocking the bottom half of it, so we can't really see if it's completely round, but I'm sure they know whether or not that is. But that's really weird if you ask me. And like I said, you don't have to believe him. I'm not telling you to believe him. That's up to you, but that's what was said during the chat. And thank you so much for watching. Much love. Meow.